Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we start this topic, we have covered up so many topics related to unemployment. As we have clear which are the different types of unemployment and which are the different causes of unemployment. And here let us start with today's topic, which is related to the growth of employment and the growth of gross domestic production. Actually, we will make a comparison between the growth rate of employment and the growth rate of GDP during the time period from 1951 to 2012. Actually, this is the time period which is related to different 5-year plans. So let us explain this concept with the help of a schedule which is related to different 5-year plans. So I am writing down first of all plans, then plan period, then growth rate of employment during different 5-year plans, then growth rate of GDP, gross domestic production, during different plan periods. So on the basis of datas, we will make our comparison. Number 1, plans. First 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, third 5-year plan. The time for first 5-year plan was 1951 to 56. Then from 1956 to 1961, 1961 to 1966. Then there was plan holiday between 1966 to 1969. There was 3 annual plans due to China war in 1965. Government can't start a 5-year plan. They have started annual plans. Then fourth 5-year plan, fifth 5-year plan. The time period was 1969 to 74, 1974 to 79, and there was again a plan holiday between the time period from 1979 to 80. Then sixth 5-year plan, seventh 5-year plan. The time period was 1979 to 80. Then 1980 79 to 1980 to 85, because we have started one annual plan 79 to 80, then 80 to 85, then 85 to 90. Again 2 annual plans from 1990 to 92. Government has started 2 annual plans. Then 8th 5-year plan, 9th 5-year plan, 10th 5-year plan or 11th 5-year plan. Because our time period is in between 1951 to and last, that is 2012. So the time period for 8th 5-year plan was 1992 to 97, 1997 to 2002, from 2002 to 2007, and last one is 2007 to 2012. So during the time period from 1951 to last one is 2012. It means from first 5-year plan to 11th 5-year plan, we are making a comparison between the growth rate of employment and the growth of GDP. So let us write down the datas. Growth rate of employment was 0.39% during first 5-year plan. It was 0.85% during second 5-year plan. It was 2.20% during third 5-year plan. Then this is a plan holiday. Again it was this was 1.93 1.87%, then 1.79%, then 1.83%, then it was just 0.89%. So we are also taking the plan holiday period from 1990 to 92, which carries 2 years only. Then it was 1.5%, then it was 2.28%, then it was 0.28%, and last one is 1.12%. So I have written the data related to the growth of employment level during different 5-year plans. Now I am writing down the growth rate of GDP, data is related to growth rate of GDP during different 5-year plans. So this was 3.4%, then 4.9%, then 2.8%, then it was 3.7%, 4.8%, then 5.7%, 5.8%, 3.3%, then it was 6.1%, 6.1%, 8.7%, and last one is 7.8%. So I have written the growth rate of employment and the growth rate of GDP, because we have to make a comparison between two, and I am making the comparison with the help of data. I think the comparison will be much easier than if I will write the answer in theory. That will be just like a article writing. Without data, there will be a article writing on the growth rate of employment, and there will be no marks for that. So on the basis of data, we can make comparison easily, and we can prove our situations, because we are not having labs with us, just like chemistry or physics lab. Rather, we are having data. These are the strong statistical tools through which we can make any comparison relating to the Indian economy. Either you want to prove that there is unemployment in the economy, or there is some problem related to poverty, or problems related to inequality. We can prove all the situations which are facing at present Indian economy with the help of data only. So let us make a comparison. If we compare these data, then we find out that the growth rate of GDP is much more than the growth rate of employment. So we can compare easily, and we can make a conclusion that the growth rate of GDP, that was more than the growth rate of employment. We have already discussed this chapter during when we have discussed which are the causes of different unemployment. We have discussed this topic there also. And now if we want to clear the comparison more effectively, then let us convert this schedule into a graph, and with the help of graph you can make your comparison easier. So let us take plan period, different plan period on x-axis, and we are taking the plan period from 1951 to 2012, and let us divide the x-axis into 12 equal columns. 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 7 8 9 10 11 12. So this is first 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, third, fourth, fifth 5-year plan, 6th 5-year plan, 7th 5-year plan. After 7th 5-year plan, there is a gap between 7th or 8th 5-year plan of 2 years from 1990 to 92. We will also take these 2 years datas. Then next for 8th plan, 9th plan, 10th plan or 11th plan. So we will also write down the different time period 1951 to 56, then 1956 to 61, 1961 to 66, then 1969, because there was a plan holiday between the time period from 1966 to 69, then 69 to 74, then 74 to 1974 to 1979. There was again a plan holiday between the time period from 79 to 80, then from 1980 to 1985, and then from 1985 to 1990. Then from 1992 to 1997, then from 1997 to 2002, then from 2002 to 2007, and then from 2007 to 2012. So do revise all the time period of different 5-year plans, because you have right in so many questions the time period of different 5-year plans on the basis of datas. So you must revise these time period of different 5-year plans. And then let us take the growth rate of employment, and the growth rate of GDP on y-axis. And here we have seen that maximum data is related to 8.7. So let us divide the y-axis into 9 equal columns: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I am further divided into 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, and last one is 8.5. And now let us prepare. So this is related to the 2 variable graphic presentation. One variable is the growth of employment and other variable is the growth of gross domestic production. So let us start with, first of all, the growth rate of employment. So we will put our dot in between first 5-year plan and we will take in the center the point. We will find out the growth rate of employment during 1951 to 56, that was 0.39%. 0.39. So I am taking the data 0.39 in the center. Next, second 5-year plan. This is the place we have divided and I will take the data in the middle. It is 0.85. Just put a dot against the information we have collected. Then 2.20. During third 5-year plan it was 2.20. Then during fourth plan it was 1.93, which is less than 2.20. Then for the fifth plan it is 1.87. For the sixth plan it is 1.79. For the seventh plan it is 1.83. 2 annual plans from 1990 to 92, it is 0.89. During 8th plan it is 1.5. 1.5. During ninth plan it is 2.28. 2.28. 2.28. Then 0.28. 0.28. And last, during 11th 5-year plan it is 1.12. And while joining all these points, we will get first 5-year plan, second, third 5-year plan, this is fourth plan, fifth plan, sixth plan, seventh, eighth plan, not eighth plan, this is annual plan, then eighth plan, ninth plan, 10th plan or 11th plan. So this red line indicates the growth of employment level during different 5-year plans. If I can make a colorful diagram on this board, you can easily make on your fair notebook also. So this curve represents the growth rate of, I am writing down, the curve represents growth rate of employment. This represents the growth rate of employment. And now let us see what is the growth rate of GDP. During first 5-year plan, GDP is 3.4%. This is 3.4. Then 3.4. Then it is 4.9% during second 5-year plan. It is 4.9%. During third 5-year plan, it is 2.8. 2.8. During third 5-year plan, it is 3.7. During fourth 5-year plan, it is 4.8. 4.8. You are not supposed to make the graph on a graph paper. You can freehand you can easily make 2 variable graphic presentation. Then for sixth 5-year plan, it is 5.7. 5.7. Then after 5.7, it is 5.8. Then 3.3. 3.3. For 8th 5-year plan, this is 3.3 is in the annual plan. For the 8th 5-year plan, this is 6.1. 6.1. Then for the 9th 5-year plan, it is again 6.1. For the 10th 5-year plan, growth rate of GDP is 8.7. 8.7. And this is 8.7. And the growth rate of GDP during 11th 5-year plan is 7.8. And this is 7.8. And while joining all these points from first 5-year plan to second, third, fourth, fifth plan, sixth, 7th annual plan, 8th, 9th, 10th or 11th plan. So the curve is related to the growth rate of GDP, gross domestic production. And now let us see a logic. Logic is that the growth rate of employment is less than the growth rate of GDP, and the gap between the two is much wider. So this gap between the growth rate of employment and the growth rate of GDP, so this gap is known as, this gap is known as, this is known as, have you find out what I want to ask from you? What does this gap indicates? This gap indicates jobless growth. We have already covered up this topic of jobless growth in when we have discussed which are the causes of unemployment. The first point I have discussed that was jobless growth. Now here, what is meant by jobless growth? Jobless growth means when the rate of employment is less but the rate of GDP growth rate is more. What are the causes? Why GDP growth rate is much more than the growth rate of employment? Let us see. We know that if we want to increase the level of GDP in the economy, then two alternatives are there. If we want to do economic growth in the economy, if we want to do economic growth in the economy, or if we want to increase GDP, then two alternatives are there. First alternative is we can increase GDP, number one, by increasing employment opportunities. By increasing employment opportunities. Number two, by improving our technology. Here, what are the causes? We are discussing about Indian economy. Unfortunately, in Indian economy, we are in the second stage. We are adopting this method for the improvement of GDP growth rate. Actually, our Indian economy is hijacked by MNCs, and MNCs clears that they are using labor saving Western technology. They are using labor saving Western technology, and they are using capital intensive technique. Capital intensive technology in India. So these are the reasons that we are using capital intensive technique. Capital intensive technique means where capital is more used as compared to labor. We are not using labor intensive technique. And we are increasing GDP by using latest technology. Latest technology means in which labor is less used as compared to capital. This is labor saving Western technology. It means growth rate is increasing, the availability of goods and commodities are increasing in the economy, but without increasing employment opportunities. It means employment opportunities are not increasing, rather GDP growth rate is increasing, and the gap between the two, you are understanding easily. This is the gap between the GDP growth rate and the growth rate of employment. So we have to cover up this gap. Until or unless we are not covering up this gap, the problem of unemployment can't be removed from the economy, because this creates the chronic situation of unemployment in the economy. This is the situation of jobless growth. So we must increase the GDP by increasing employment opportunities. Until or unless we are not increasing employment opportunities, we can't remove the problem of jobless growth from the economy, and it is very chronic unemployment which at present India is facing. So unfortunately, we have covered up three topics. Growth of employment, we have started with the topic what is the percentage growth of employment during different 5-year plans. We have covered up first topic. Second topic, we have covered up the growth of GDP during different 5-year plans. And as well as we are covering up these two topics, we are just making the comparison between the growth rate of employment and the growth rate of GDP. So I have already said, unfortunately, we have find out the situation of jobless growth. Rather, we were discussing the growth of employment level or growth of GDP during different 5-year plans. So these two problems has created the problem of jobless growth in the economy. So until or unless you will not revise the datas, do revise the datas, write down the datas, make a comparison between the datas, and then with the help of these datas, we will make a graph, and with the help of this graph we can easily derive the situation of jobless growth from the economy. So until or unless you will not write datas in your Indian economy, you will not make diagrams, or first and foremost requirement, that is you have to revise datas. Until or unless you are not writing datas in your answers, you will not get good marks. Otherwise that will be just like article writing, and no marks will be there if you are doing article writing in the form of your answer. So you can't get 100% marks. So we have covered up the topic. Do revise different the time period of different 5-year plans, to revise the datas, then prepare the graph, and then you can because chapter is very much technical. You think chapter is very easy, unemployment. We have studied a lot regarding unemployment in India, but here the terms changes when we are studying this current problem of unemployment in our Indian economy. So revise the datas, and do subscribe the channel to see all these technical terms related to the chapter employment and unemployment. Thank you.